There, that was nice. I like that. There we go. I don't know if I was lower. I actually feel like I can get lower and closer when safe is off, but here you go. Here's full throttle pass. Love it. Today ended up being a day very low pressure for what to put on the channel today. So really, freedom of choice. You know, it's a beautiful day. We could have gone ground vehicles, we could have gone boats, helicopters, airplanes, drones, new airplane. I got a couple new airplanes that are still in the box, but you know what? I chose to fly this. And I think that says a lot because we have a lot of things we could fly. I have too many things I need to solve for you, okay? But not this one. This is one of my current favorite things to fly. You know, one of my all-time favorite Horizon hobby things has got to be the Crescendo. Man, that thing's awesome. It's under $200, bind and fly, of course. And it just, you can't beat that for the price. I have a few other jets that I love to fly, my F16 Thunderbirds, my Viper. But this thing is just one of my newer, most enjoyable things to fly. I really get the adrenaline going, and today just feels like an awesome day. It's very low wind, bright, beautiful skies, very clear. It just feels awesome out, and to pair with an awesome day is an awesome jet. This will be linked in the description box below with the batteries I'm flying on, the radio I'm using, every little thing that you would need to get this in the air. It'll be linked below. And I'll tell you, if you use those links, it helps support both our channel and our family. We cannot do this without you guys helping to support us with Patreon support, watching, liking, commenting. All that keeps us going, and using those links does too. If this is, you think, super awesome, and you should, because it is, but you've never flown anything before, I'll do something else too. I'll link a couple alternatives, a couple options, both cheaper and more forgiving, more beginner friendly, a ready to fly setup, if you will. It might not look as cool as this, but you gotta step up to something like this. I might crash it today, okay? I've flown hundreds, if not thousands of things now. This could easily crash today. We all crash, so don't make this be your first RC jet ever, please, thank you. But having said that, let's fly.
Come on.
I want to taxi it down to the right just a little bit. And let's see, it's been a while since I've flown anything like this, right? I mean, we've been flying some slower.
About 2 or 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, that's a long time for flying season. Man, there's some trees in the runway down there. Oh, no. Okay, let's see if I can steer around these trees. We should be good. I just don't knock one over. No, it'll turn sharp enough. Okay. So previous takeoffs have jumped in the air really fast, right? Because they've been really windy days. I want to see if I can get this in the air a little smoother today. Get past this little shrub. Wow, that's a little smoother. I'll take it. What a beautiful day to fly! Ah. You know, on that takeoff, you get those pre-flight nerves for about a half second, and then they just go away when the plane's in the air. And you remember safe is on and everything feels good. There's a almost full throttle pass.
Whoa, I completely screwed that up.
On this pass, we'll put the gear up and have some fun. Mix in rudder with that bank. Let's put the landing gear up. You guys probably won't be able to see it yet. Maybe the doors. There, they're going up. Here we go. Safe off. Let's climb. Go, go, go! Yeah, I like flying this with safe off quite a bit actually, which means we can do our rolls if we want to. We could probably snap this a little bit. Yeah, there we go, that's nice. Higher alpha maneuvers, we can kick the nose up and maybe hover just a little bit. Not too bad. I haven't done a lot with this. My smaller F16, the really small 4S one, I'm pretty brave with it. It costs a fraction of the price of this one too though. This one just looks amazing, you know? Let's put safe on this next pass and bring it in nice and low. Hopefully that helps. Right over the runway. straight down the runway. I think I can get a little lower on this pass. For some reason, left to right just feels like I can be more brave. Every time I fly this though, it just gets more fun every single time. There we go. I don't know if I was low, but definitely fun.
It always takes me forever to get used to filming jets.
Do a nice little, kind of a half Cuban 8. We'll do a Cuban 8 over here. You ready? We'll bring it up and around. Finish off the other side. And maybe I might go, nope. We're good. I was going to go inverted out of that last part of the Cuban 8, but I think I'll just roll over and see what inverted looks like. I don't think I've flown this inverted yet, so here we go. Oh, she'll fly upside down, okay? Yeah, I'll bring it around upside down maybe, if the nerves will let me get here through that curve. There we go. Nice inverted pass. Can we pull out of it outside loop? I don't know. Actually, what's my timer on, Abby? I think
you're at 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and probably commit to a landing.
And drop the landing gear.
Yeah, the landing gear's coming down. It felt a little low on that.
I thought it sounded low.
Yeah, so I'm going to land and put the new battery in.
Did you check?
Landing gear's down, yeah. Kind of high alpha on that little bank there, but this doesn't really want to stall too bad. Landings have been pretty good on this. I'll take that.
That's good.
Thank you. And we'll put a new pack in. I'll check my telemetry on the radio and see what the voltage was at, but that's a battery that I've kind of put through its paces, and so I wouldn't expect it to perform too well. The next battery I put in, I know, that's all the turn I have. The next battery I put in is a lot newer, so we'll probably get another minute of flight on that. And I probably could have pushed it a little farther. Actually, let's just look right now. Really easy to check. Oh yeah, it's at 3.75 volts per cell, so I probably had another minute. It just felt like it sagged a little low for a second, so better safe than sorry. Now we can fly another time. Okay, fresh battery in. I'm excited. I love flying. Picked a good day to come up here. I sure hope that's gonna make the turn.
Got it.
Okay, there we go. Well, I'm realizing I don't need a ton of runway to take this off. It actually picks up pretty quick.
There.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around it. I gotta come up here with the weed eater. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah, that was nice. I like that. We'll get the gear up on this next pass. I'll turn safe off pretty quickly. I like to use safe when I have it. Why not take advantage of it, especially on landings and takeoffs?
3, 2, 1, landing gear.
Landing gear. Up. Flaps are getting ready to go up. We'll do a full throttle pass here on this one so we can all get a feel for the speed. Yeah, basically as far as you can see, it'll fly, as long as your batteries are good and fresh in your radio. Here's full throttle pass. Love it. We'll get a little closer and a little lower on this pass.
I'll do better filming it next time.
Okay. It's hard. It's hard to film.
It is.
I actually feel like I can get lower and closer when safe is off, but here you go.
You gotta hit full throttle like there.
That's it.
You gotta hold it longer.
Yeah? Well.
Really zip it by. Go, go, go.
Okay, I cranked it.
Oh, you're so low.
You know what? You know what's happening?
So low.
You know what's happening?
I didn't even film it. I got
cranking
scared.
My throttle so high. I think these low C rating batteries can't handle full throttle in this. So what I'm hearing is the power sag right when it's in front of me. And, you know, that says a lot about the power of this jet. But also, I need to be flying on more like 100C discharge batteries. So
zeros to the southeast.
Here we go. Let's turn safe off and see what climb. We'll do a straight climb looks like. Safe is off, nice and low, and let's put it right up. I think my batteries are getting low. I think I've been really hard on these. So you know what? Let's go better safe than sorry again. And I'm gonna put the landing gear down. Hopefully we can see it on this pass. And I'm gonna just go out on a pretty strong limb here and say we need to be flying on higher C discharge rating batteries, because that just, I can just tell the power sags.
What C do you have in there?
These are 30C.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you need like 100 in there.
Yeah. I mean, I've only been in the air for 2.5 minutes on this pack,
Yeah.
but I can just feel it when I'm flying by on a full throttle pass. It just wants to sag.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen when it's panic mode, time to land. I'm sure I'm going to come in at about 4 volts on these cells, but let's get it in a little closer. Oh. That's all right.
Oh my goodness, you saved it.
That's all right. We saved it.
Woo!
One little hop just because I came in too
fast.
but I'm okay with that. That was good. I could fly for another couple minutes, I'm sure, but just that the power sagging, it might be heat related because it's a hot day. Oh, I got to do the walk of shame again. 3.9 volts per cell. So I know what's happening is the power is just sagging. When I'm full throttle and I'm really cooking it, that power sags just a little bit, and it's not super consistent with the performance of this jet. I need a higher discharge rating battery in that jet. All right, let's take this kind of as a learning opportunity. I feel like we've had any opportunity that I can take to pass knowledge on, I think is a good one. Even if you already understand this, it's good to be reminded, right? So the battery, what I'm talking about when I'm flying, there's a few different things that matter when it comes to your battery. And I will say this battery is unique. It is a Spectrum Smart battery, which means there's no LiPo balance lead coming off of this. It's new technology, and if you're unfamiliar with it, we'll have our Spectrum Gen 2 Smart battery video in the description box. We'll just link it down there for you, okay? Where we explain what this is all about. But all batteries have the same thing going on. And the first rating that matters is the voltage, or how many cells the battery is. This battery is a 6 cell or 6S pack, which means there are 6 individual batteries in here taped up and combined to make one battery through circuitry. And because of that, we can get 22.2 volts out of this battery, which is very powerful. 8S is probably the next jump up, and it's really rare. Then we have the milliamp number, 5,000 milliamp. We view the milliamp as the fuel tank size, is kind of the best way to view it. If we were flying on a 6S battery and it was a 2,000 milliamp battery, I could probably only fly this jet in particular for about 1 minute. So if we could fit a 10,000 milliamp battery in here, which we probably almost could, if you were flying, 75% throttle or so, you could probably push 8 or 9 minute flight time. So you view your milliamps as your fuel tank size. The last number that really does matter when you're talking about more performance vehicles, which, for the first few years of mine and Abby's time doing videos and flying and stuff, the C rating didn't matter at all to us because everything we had was just a little slow potato. And so you don't really need a lot of power out of your battery to do that other than the voltage itself. So this 30C rating is basically telling you how much power can leave the battery and how fast. How efficiently and quickly can you suck power out of this battery through these leads. And this one is only rated for 30C. Okay, there are batteries that are lower, but by today's standards, 30C is pretty low. Unless you only fly gliders and soar planes, you might buy 20C, possibly lower C rating for your rechargeable batteries for your transmitters. But now we're seeing more common than not 50C, and I think 50C rating would suffice for this jet. What was happening was I was flying at full throttle and it could handle for about 10 or 15 seconds maybe, and then it's like, I've hit my limit. The jet wants more power, but the battery won't give it more power. And so it kind of had a brownout. Like, when your power at your house used to happen more often, and not as often today, but when I was a kid, I remember the power like dimming the lights in your house, right? And it doesn't completely cut out, but it sags, and that's what's happening. If I had a 100C rating, man, I could probably just cook that jet full throttle for the whole flight. And the jet could handle it, and then the battery could handle it too. So my limiting factor in this particular jet is the C rating of this battery. It's a very, very good battery. Amazing quality and performance, truly. I wouldn't use them if they weren't. But that C rating is a tad bit low for this jet, which we all know, and I'm getting braver with it, so I'm flying full throttle, longer, faster, more brave, and because of that, I'm experiencing, hearing, seeing, feeling that power sag. It was probably doing that on my maiden flights too, but I just wasn't familiar enough with the jet to recognize what was going on. So I can confidently come to you and say, don't buy a 30C rating battery for this jet. A little bit winded of an explanation, I know, but I think if you want to explain something properly so that everybody can understand and follow, that's the kind of, you know, tone to take. And having said all of this, I highly recommend that you guys fly with AMA. The reason I can be so brave and confident with each flight and growing is because I have the Academy of Model Aeronautics backing up every single flight that I do. I recently spoke to someone that was a little bit upset about their first experience while flying an Aeroscout. Actually, I think they maybe were a little bit too excited. Undereducated. Yeah, they didn't take the time to watch more of our videos, maybe just one of our videos. They tried to fly. They didn't realize how big the airplane was. A plethora of things that they kind of complained about that really could have easily been addressed just with a little bit of education for themselves. I took the time to help them out in the comments section. I think they were grateful. But I'm saying this because I don't believe they had AMA, and they did crash their airplane in a tree. It got stuck in a tree for a few hours. They had to get help. Nobody was hurt or anything.
And that's just part of flying.
That is part of flying.
If you guys go back to like, what, 2014, 2013, I got my first plane that Nathan bought me stuck in a tree for months.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want, if that person's watching, and they probably are, I really don't want you to feel bad about that experience, but I will say, what if that were a building? Or an air conditioning unit up on the building, or a car, or God forbid, a person. So that's where the Academy of Model Aeronautics really steps in. But there are other benefits, there are added benefits to having AMA as well. That's not just for, you know, insurance in your pocket, just in case. You get a monthly magazine subscription, both printed and online. You have different options for that. Their website has a plethora of information, educational things, classes for kids, all kinds of stuff that you get access to. I recently used it to look up trade shows because, like I said at the beginning of this video, I need to find some trade shows and swap meets to attend so I can sell a few planes and jets. You never know. This summer I might just show up with 5 of my planes to sell. So you look at the website, you use AMA's website and look for the event finder, and you can maybe sell a couple of your cars, trucks, and planes and things so you can buy a nice new jet like me. Really handy tools that just help the hobbyist out a lot. I can't say enough good things about them. So I'm happy. I'm really happy with today. You know, I guess I'm a bit disappointed in my C rating of my jet, my batteries for my jet, because I wanted to perform a little better. We had, you probably heard them saying a few things. You know, I wanted to really put on a good show for him. Told him it could fly over 100 miles an hour and having a good time. And unfortunately, I pushed that throttle, nice low fast passes, and then my battery goes, I can't do it. Yeah. And so that's a little disappointing, I guess. But I learned something today. I probably won't fly this jet on a 30C rating battery anymore, and I need to pick up a couple more. So put my name on the back order waiting list. It's just that time of year. All this good stuff will be linked in the description box below if you're interested and you want to help support our family and our channel. And I want to say a massive thanks to God. This is just a beautiful day to fly on. This is a perfect day. I really wish I had more than 2 batteries and more than 1 jet or plane with me, because this is that kind of day that I could soak up every minute of this, just flying and enjoying time with Abby and Amelia, and what a perfect day. Thank you, God. Thanks to our Patreon supporters. You allow us to jump in front of the camera, be super transparent, show you the truths about flying. I had a really great time, but also, you know, one slight weakness in what was happening today. And we're going to take the time to tell you about that. And we also appreciate Horizon being cool with us letting you know. That's one reason we like working with them. I can come out and say, oh, my landing gear got stuck. Came in on a skid. Oh, my battery's a little low C rating, and they're cool with it. They love those learning experience opportunities because it only helps the entire hobby when we jump in front of the camera and say, you know, don't make the same mistake we did. So now we can all have a better experience. So massive shout out to Horizon for just being a good company to work with and someone that I can morally be behind. That means a lot. So I'm happy about that. Great day. Thanks for watching. We'll have another jet video popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.